What is up, everybody? Back at it. You know, just another day of IS300 ownership. In today's video, I want to talk about how it is to own an IS300. I know a lot of people out there watching either just got an IS300 or is super curious about if they should or not. Let's get right to it. There's 5 things I absolutely love about this car. First, if you are getting an IS300 and you already know you want one, obviously it's worth it to get the manual. The price difference is obviously, you know, it's going to be a little more for a manual IS300. If you can find a really good deal on a manual IS300, I highly recommend you get a manual IS300. They're becoming more rare, and you're going to hardly see them around in the next couple of years. 5 things I like about my IS300. Number 1, like a lot of cars, it's hard to find one that's just reliable. I'm talking about a car you can just hop in and just know it'll take you from point A to point B. A car that you just don't question if you're gonna have to do a lot of maintenance on. A car that's you can road trip confidently and be like, oh, we're driving out of state, I'm taking that car. This is the car that you can do that in. You're set. This car will last you a long time. I've seen these cars go up to 250,000 miles. If you really want a reliable car, this is the car. Another thing is, I've never done any maintenance to this car. I haven't owned it in a long time, but I've had 3 IS300s total so far. The first 2 I've owned for longer than a year. I literally did all the maintenance, oil change, basic stuff, and I didn't even have to do anything else. That's a well-maintained 2J. 1, it's the most reliable car I've ever owned. I think it's a Lexus thing too. So Lexus, Toyota, they did a good job with their engines. And secondly, I like the aesthetics of the car. The body lines are designed to look really refined. It's aggressive. Without a front lip, looks basic as fuck. But get a front lip and the car's done. It looks good. You know, get some coilovers, some lowering springs. By the way, BC coils are one of the best, and I'm just saying that because I have BC coils on right now, and as a testimony, BC coils they're just great. So I think this car is timeless when it comes to appearance. It's never gonna look bad no matter how old it gets, and that's one thing that sold me on it. It's just the aesthetics of the car. So that's number 2. It just looks good. It's always gonna look good, and you can do whatever you want to it for it to still look good. This is the 3rd one. Is there's so many things you can do to it. In the IS300 community, if you're on a Facebook group, if you're on eBay, if you're on Amazon, if you're looking at Monster Service, like, there's parts for days. And if you get an eBay front lip, yes, 90% of the IS300s out there have the eBay front lip. IS300s without a lip just look kind of weird. It looks like it's when you see another IS300 and you know you like it, it inspires you to almost go down that same route and, you know, not have it look exactly the same, but have it look similar. And that's the cool part about it, is you can relate to other people because, you know, you have the same car. Not just the appearance, but even with the engine. You know, you can throw a turbo on there, you can upgrade to a 1JZ, it swaps right in. You can do a lot of stuff to it. A 4th thing is, it's about this car is it's the ability to the daily ability. And what I'm saying about that is, it's a 4-door sedan. You have 4 doors, rear wheel drive, which for me personally in a manual, absolutely worth it. If you you want to drift it, you could drift it. If you want to use it to daily, take your kids to school, there's 2 seats in the back. The car is comfortable. You know, it's comfortable for everybody who sits in it. It's a 4-door sedan. You can still fit stuff in it. It has everything you need. It's a luxury car. It's Lexus. So that's what I like about it. It's a good daily driver, automatic or manual. I actually prefer dailying a automatic. I actually wish I didn't sell my automatics because, you know, it's just super easy to drive. It's smooth and it's comfortable. You know, the sound system's good. If you upgrade from stock stereo, which you should, because they go out pretty often. The radio works, but the CDs stop to work. The tapes stop to work. And you know, if you guys want to know how to take your center stereo out, by the way, go watch Irvin Ortega's videos. He actually made a video on how to take everything out from, you know, start to finish, and how to install a new deck. So yeah, check that out if you're trying to get a new head unit upgrade to maybe a double din or something, and like, he'll tell you everything you need to know. It's a good daily, guys, and that's why I love it. Number 5, the performance of it. I don't mind that it's not the fastest car, but I like how it performs. I like how the 2J gives you a long stretch of power band, and literally you just have power in all RPMs almost. I can literally be going 60 in 3rd gear. See that? 3rd gear, boys. We're going 60 and I'm only at 4,000 RPM. I still wouldn't redline it. It's actually kind of impressive. So that means you have potential for, you know, more power. It's a smooth power band, and you can do so much to it. You can turbo it and it'd still be reliable. Not as reliable, obviously it's a turbo car. NA 2Js are pretty reliable, but it's still fun, it still sounds good, and there's literally no complaints about the performance. If you're stock, it's quiet. Obviously, you know, a lot of stock cars don't sound that great. Just listen. Oh my god, I can listen to that every day. Scream. Yes. It sounds amazing, and you know, you can get whatever exhaust you want. You can get the Greddy Revolution, high power Revolution, whatever you call it. You can get the HKS exhaust. You can get a straight pipe. You can get, I got a resonator. I have a Greddy resonator with blast pipes, and it just sounds amazing. It has this little whisper tone to it, and it's like a little drone whisper tone, and it's nice and low when you want it to be. If I let go of the gas, you don't hear it. If I step on the gas, you hear it. If I step on the gas hard and rev it, you'll hear it. So it's good. I love it. There's not a lot of drone. It's just a perfect amount. Like, you still enjoy driving it even if it's not a 280 horsepower car. It has 215 horsepower stock. It's decent, you know. It's not the fastest. It's somewhat torquey, and it's just smooth. You enjoy just gunning it down the road, and you enjoy daily driving it, and you can still pass cars here and there. You know, it's not underpowered. It's not as fast as you would want it to be. It's still enough to be like, I appreciate this car a lot. So that's the 5 things I absolutely love about the IS300, guys. If you're thinking about getting the car, my opinion is you should. I bet you if you hop in it, you drive it, if you daily it, if you want to drift it, it's a good drift car. You know, get coilovers, get some angle kits. Manual ones, LSD. All manuals came in LSD. Automatics, if you have a B or an H in the VIN, in the beginning of the VIN, the first 4, I think, usually it's LSD. There's an A, I think. It's usually not LSD, but obviously you can check other ways. But drifting a manual IS300 is ideal. You can also do the swap on it. Is it cheaper to buy automatic and swap to a manual? Me personally, I'm gonna say no, because I got this for $5K, and that's how much automatics are going for here up in the West Coast. For me personally, I would just save money and get a manual, because they're out there, guys. For somebody who, you know, has the money, they want to upgrade their transmission, they want to upgrade their engine, if they want to do a AR5 with a 1J, and that's what they plan to do, you can get an automatic because also they're easier to get, and then find a decent one and then do the swap. Like if you're gonna upgrade anyways, you might as well get an automatic. But you know, if you're gonna swap a W58 like or the stock one like this into an automatic, I personally don't think it's worth it, because I was doing a bunch of research when I had an automatic, and for me to do that, it was just too much work for me personally. I'm not a guy who wrench on cars to the point where it's like I can take an engine apart and put it back. I just do the basic, the bare minimum, and I know people who can do that, but obviously it's going to take time and it's going to take a lot of energy. If you're in that position, you know, save up and try to get one that has a manual swap, or try to get one that's preferably factory manual, because if you think about it, guys, if you get one with a factory manual and you know you still want to do an upgrade, you can actually sell your manual swap from your factory manual for a good amount, because like I said, there's not very many manuals out there, and people who have automatics are constantly looking for manual swaps for their automatic IS300s. So you can't go wrong with getting a manual either way. Save up, you know. If it's what you want, go for it. Like, it's worth it. I'm telling you, like, I've had a lot of cars. There was always that thought in my head of, I really want the car that I've always wanted, and you know, I would be happy if I had that. I did not feel satisfied driving any other car than this car. Obviously there are a lot of better cars out there. This car, like I said, the 5 things that I talk about on here is the reason why I love this car. For this car, I recommend you get it, and hands down, I don't think you will regret it. You know, they're good cars. So yeah, guys, that ends today's video. If you want an IS300, then yes, get it. You know, if you have the opportunity to get one for whatever reason, it's capable, and like I said, guys, it's worth it to get the car you want, because like I said, before I had this car, I didn't enjoy a lot of cars, and I didn't feel like I was aligned with me doing what I loved. As soon as I got this car, I started the YouTube channel, and that's when I just became inspired. You know, I love driving, daily driving the IS. I like going places with it. You know, people admire a nice, clean manual IS300, even automatics. It's just a good car. So that ends today's video, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy out there, live courageously, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.